Holy shit, guys, this refuel day was so needed, bro. I was tweaking. I ate my cookie dough. I feel good. My refuel consists of only adding 2 more meals, but that's all it takes for me not to hate my fucking life. I felt good. I'm pretty goddamn energized for this gym session, so I hope this kicks my ass, dude. I'm like carb loaded as well because both of the meals that I have are just carb as fuck. So that being said, I have chest, delt, and tries, I think, and that shit's gonna be rad. I hope I'm extra vascular today, because yeah. So the plan is just need to make sure to not freak the fuck out and just, oh, it's a refuel day, let me eat literally as much as possible. No, that's not what this is. That's not what's happening. I can't add more frosting, more like Greek yogurt, zero sugar pudding mix, and protein powder mixture as like a frosting. I'm gonna add more to my little French muffin things, turning it from like 60 calories to like 75 calories. But still, it just gives me a little bit more, and I really like texture and stuff, so.
So I was thinking about what I could replace these muffins with, since I wanted to reduce my carbs, and also they're like not really low calorie, like they're basically low calorie for normal people, but since we're getting on that super low numbers and I want more volume, I was like, what if I do rice cakes? And I was looking at it. Each rice cake is what, 50 calories per rice cake? Aren't rice cakes like 93% air? Keep in mind, 50 is not very much, but the rice cake itself isn't very much. So it's like, that's kind of crazy, no? How many carbs? 11 net carbs. So I don't even think it's worth, low key. I don't even think it's worth. I think I'd rather eat the wheat muffins. Well, that being said, how many calories are the wheat muffins? 120? So you could have 2 rice cakes per muffin. So that goes from 2 muffins to 4 rice cakes. I could also do like a potato, which makes a little bowl of fries. But that's a lot of carbs. I don't think we want to do that. I might have to find something a little bit more optimal, even though that's like my sweet treat, are the French muffins with frosting. Nope. Physique update. Here's a picture I took the other day. That shit was hard. That shit was sick. I showed you guys that picture, but like as a little self call out, I'll show you guys the other ones as well of me like genuinely posing basically as good as I can. As like a call out to myself to show that I still have a long way to go. A long way to go. I might be semi-lean, but like nowhere even close to show lean. To be fair, I still do have 7 weeks, but that's not the right mindset to have. It's like, I got time. Nah, bro, no room for slowing down at all.
Cheeseburger.
We're just gonna keep fucking thugging it. You know what I'm saying? One, my picture photography needs work because it's way too fucking dark, but that's just like the lighting and bad camera angle. With the small mirror that I had to work with, if I adjusted it slightly to the left or right, you would see the camera or the wall. So anyways, you have some delt striations there, but quads need some work. No chest striations. Yeah, we got some work ahead of us, boys. You know what though? Last night I was flexing my quad and I saw a little bit of striation. So we're getting there. I'll only ever see that like in the morning or maybe super late at night when I haven't eaten either time in a while, but we're getting there, damn it. Next week I gotta drop another muffin. That's gonna be fun. I apologize to anyone who's watched my past videos of me saying that bulking is harder than cutting. I'm a dirty, filthy liar. I was wrong, damn it.
Liar, pants on fire.
I just never took the cut far enough. I was so wrong. I want to rewatch Attack on Titan, but like, I'm in such a good arc in One Piece right now. I'm in the Alabasta arc. The Dressrosa arc. Alabasta arc sucked, but the Dressrosa arc is pretty good. Law's getting his shit rocked right now. I want to rewatch Attack on Titan and Bleach. Here's a tricep update in a little bit brighter of lighting. Not bad, right? Maybe pose-worthy in my freestyle. And then if I can manage to like flare the quad at the same time to get like all of that quad separation, which I will have, I fucking hope. As much as I like being a bum and not having to work very often, they're scheduling me literally 2 days of the week, and I need money for fruit and turkey, so I might have to find a new job, guys. But since I already have a job, it should be easier to find a new one, right? Theoretically, I need to go be a busser at like Caesar's Palace or some shit. The most jacked busser alive. Yeah. Yeah. 9, 10, 11. Damn. Who would have guessed? As soon as my calories go up a little bit, my reps go up as well. Who would have guessed? Anyways, how do you, as an employer, expect your employees to stay when you're literally scheduling them 1 or 2 times a week? And I got my little assessment done last time I worked, which was a couple days ago, and they were like, yeah, you're doing great. Your sales, you know, it's called your PPA, I don't know what the fuck it stands for, but it's basically how well you could sell like products that aren't free. So they're specialty drinks and shit like that. And it was up, and it's been above average every single day, except for one. It's been above average, and they go off of your PPA. So if your sales are high, you get more shifts. Okay, well my sales are high, where are my shifts? It's like a double-edged sword though, because like I don't want to work, but like I need money. So plus it keeps me distracted. The fast kind of sucks, but it does keep me distracted. I haven't abused the free Diet Coke there yet, because my ego is still frail and I just refuse to drink anything but water at work anyways. One, because I don't want to be seen drinking soda because I am shallow like that. Unfortunately, we're still not there. It's free diet soda. Why am I not drinking it? I should bring that shit in like a cup. Whatever. Anyways, yeah. I don't even know what I was talking about. My bad. I think the big difference between me and somebody like Sam, or Sam Solik specifically, is like, I swear to God, this dude is consistently locked into his current objective 100% of the time. So like if he's bulking, he's bulking. That doesn't mean more food or like shittier food. He's just doing what he needs to do. And then when he's cutting, he's cutting. You know what I'm saying? With me, I think I can cut like a motherfucker, like I can do it, and I'm kicking ass. But like when it comes to bulking, man, I just fall apart. And I let my mindset and all this like bullshit that doesn't matter affect my results, which has set me leagues below him. I've always been smaller than him, obviously, but like the difference in growth in the years that he's been posting and like the years that I've been posting, it's been like 4 years since he's blown up for the first time, and he's grown exponentially. The reason I haven't is because I'm only dialed in half the time, and that's still above a lot of people, you know? A lot of people aren't locked in at all. That's not saying I'm good enough because I only lock in 50% of the time. That's not what this is. It's imagine how far you could be if you just fucking not locking in wasn't even an option, you know? Where you do something. You want to do something, you do it. If you want to gain size, you gain size, whatever that may be. And a lot of people will say, oh, it's just because he's on gear. There's so many motherfuckers who are on gear and you have no idea because they just actively do shit wrong. Just because you inject yourself with a fucking needle and some extra tests does not mean you're gonna look like Sam Solik, bro. Straight up. Straight up. That being said, I bet he's on a lot of shit. Dude still looks phenomenal. What I'm trying to get at is that I'm sick of only being locked in 50% of the time. Oof, I fall apart at the transition period, but now that I'm aware of it, I'm gonna avoid it. Avoid falling apart at the transition period. Nope. Damn. What do I mean by falling apart at the transition period? It's the time in between your cuts and bulks, like you're switching from cutting to bulking. I have such a hard time letting go of the cutting experience. At the end, what'll happen is like, I really, really, really want food, right? So I'll start eating, and then I'll get satisfied with the amount of food that I'm eating, that it makes me want to continue the cut. But then I start cutting and I'm like, oh, I can't. I want food. So then I eat. So then I'm in this weird like maintenance sort of thing. The food that I'm eating is still good, but you're not cutting and you're not bulking. And I hate that. I hate not progressing. I have to progress in some sort of way. That's just how I am. Not improving eats at my mental so bad. If you want the exact timestamp, I think it was like March, April of 2025 or something like that, where I was in the transition. I was like, guys, I'm cutting. Wait, guys, I'm bulking because I can't cut because I need to get bigger. Oh, guys, I'm bulking because cutting sucks, you know? So it was such a mess that I basically wasted a month and a half of time that I could have been dialed the fuck in. And then what'll happen is I'll bulk improperly by drinking 5 shakes a day. God, that was so stupid. God, I'm still mad at that. Don't do that. I mean, it might work for you, but it didn't work for me, that's for fucking sure. I gotta pee again. What's really cool to think about is that I can max out, right? So unless I get taller, which I'm not because I'm 22, my max weight for men's physique, the biggest I can get on stage is 217 pounds. So that's like your cap, which kind of acted like, it just like tickles the neurons in my brain because it's like I can max out my physique. For men's physique, obviously you can up into classic, but we're not going there yet. Keep in mind, I'm nowhere near that. I'm not even close. Imagine what you would look like with 40 additional fucking pounds to your frame of muscle, not just fat. Like you could get 217 absolutely fucking diced. I would have to get 260, 250, 260 or something. 250, probably, 240, something like that. To be absolutely fucking shredded on stage, way far away, way far away, years and years. But that gives me a, like, here's your potential that you can be, and here's where you are now. I'm 183. Imagine 217. I said this last year too, but I made no fucking progress since then, unfortunately. If anything, I've made less progress and I backpedaled, which hurts my heart, but it is what it is. I can't say I made no progress because I've learned a lot. I just haven't executed it, I guess, properly at least. I tried. Oops. Fuck. I always think bulking is easier when I'm cutting. Not easier. I always think bulking is gonna be easy because I'm like, well, I'll just eat what I'm eating now. I'll just add like peanut butter and bananas to my wheat muffins instead of the low calorie shit that I'm adding, you know? But it's never as simple. I always think about this. It's never as simple as I'm making it out to seem. Just like how cutting, when I was bulking, I was like, dude, cutting's so easy. Just don't eat, bro. Yeah, well, not eating is hard as fuck. Eating is hard as fuck. It's all hard. It's all hard. That's the difference between Sam Sulek and some average fucking lifter. The average lifter gives up constantly for months and months. It's like posting. Whenever I talk to people about posting, they're like, yeah, I gotta get back into it. You're doing it wrong. You've already failed. You don't get back into it. You just simply never stop, you know? It's the same with dieting, man. You don't get back into it. You just never stop. It switches and it moves and it changes, but that doesn't mean you stop. Don't get me wrong. You can have like a cheat meal when you're bulking, but you know, the more you stray from the path of success, just the farther behind you're gonna fall. It's just a fact. Life doesn't slow down because you stop, my boy. Just keep that in mind. Back to the Sam Sulek topic. I think a lot of people think it takes a lot more time than it actually does to like achieve something. I gotta spend the next 30 years of my life in order to have a chance competing? No, you just gotta be consistent for a pretty fucking long time. A lot shorter than you think though. 30 years, no way. A lot of people think it takes like a decade. I guarantee you if you're consistent for a decade, you're gonna look a whole lot cooler, but it definitely does not take that long. Okay, prime example, least dedicated motherfucker, right here. And I've been lifting for 6 years, we'll say 6 years consistently, doing everything in my power wrong, basically. Everything that I could have done wrong, I've done wrong, and I ended up here. So imagine lifting for 6 years properly. I could easily be 220 right now, I think. So that just gives you like, I don't think you guys realize months and months and months of wasted time because I was just being stupid. I was trying, but I was trying wrong, you know? And I don't even think it's that complicated. Just don't eat like shit and get your protein in. It's that simple. Don't bulk for too long because then there's diminishing returns after a while. 6 months to a year, and then do like a mini cut or just a regular cut, and then another 6 months to a year. I would go on crazy long 1.5 to 2 year bulking sprees because I thought you had to bulk once and then cut once in order to just have a physique. No, it's not at all how it is. Fuck you, Dad, because you're the one who told me that. And I listened to him because he's 230, relatively lean. Big ass dude. But he's been doing shit wrong just 5x the amount of time I have. So imagine if he did it right, he would probably be way better. That's what's cool though, you got the power of the internet on your side now. People will make the mistakes for you, which is so rad. It's all a learning process. It all comes down to like stimulate the muscle, fuel the muscle, sleep, repeat, and then you're good, and then you gain weight, and then you gain muscle, and then you just lose the fat, and then now you have a physique and you compete and you win and your life is good. Okay, I'm like 1000% sure I replaced my battery, but I did like a single hand swap thing, and I must have just plugged in the same battery because my shit's about to die. That's fine, I'm almost done. But anyways, I was playing the finals today and I should have fucking recorded that shit because I was dialed the fuck in. There's a guy named Sanguine or whatever. He's a medium player, a medium class, the finals YouTuber, and he's fucking goated. And he's the one who introduced me to the potential of movement with jump pad and zip line. If you play the finals, you know that shit is broken if you use it right. The movement in the finals is insane, but it's also really bad if you're bad. I'm bronze. I'm literally the lowest of the low. So I'm pretty shit and I can get it sometimes. I assume anyone who has more than 2.5 brain cells can get it all the time, but medium is broken. The whole point of the benefit of light was that, you know, you had like movement, but what's the point of light if you have movement with every class, other than heavy? I won't even touch heavy. But I should have recorded that shit, but I didn't. I don't know why. Yesterday, oh my fucking God, I couldn't do anything. I was bad at OSU. I was bad at League. I literally went 0-12, I think, versus an Aatrox in League as Gangplank. This Aatrox had 1.2 million points, and that's literally the hardest matchup for Gangplank. So fuck me, I knew I was gonna lose anyways. That's probably why I lost, was because I was going in expecting to lose. And I was playing the finals and I got shit on. So some days are just off, you know? Okay, do my set before my camera dies. It was rough. My life was hard yesterday. I blame the calories and not the fact that I was just not locked in. I was landing shots today though. Ooh, guys, I'm so excited to drop my calories by another 150 by Monday. I'm so looking forward to that. I'm wondering what the next couple of weeks are gonna look like. If I keep dropping my calories at this point, I'm literally gonna have 0 calories by the time my show is happening. Nope. Oh man, talking about rice cakes reminds me of when I used to make these like rice cake pizza things. It was literally the cheddar rice cake, and then I would put marinara. Is that what you put on? Whatever the red shit is, the red sauce, cheese, and then turkey pepperoni. And I would have 4 of those, and those were so good. And you would just mic them for like 30 seconds. They were so good. That was my first cutting experience. I had those because I liked pizza. And then I went to making my own like full legit pizza with like a Greek yogurt flour dough thing. I'm not doing that shit anymore. That's the biggest pain in the ass, dealing with having to make dough. Man, I kind of want some. Not pizza, like the rice cake pizza specifically. I think the plan is to go from, so it initially started with 3 wheat French muffins. Now I'm gonna go, now I'm at 2. And then by Monday, I'm gonna cut another one, so it'll be 1, but I think I'm just gonna cut them entirely and just go to rice cakes. So instead of 1 wheat muffin, it'll be 4 rice cakes, which will be, I think, around the same calories, which I think I'm fine with. And then I'm gonna up the frosting spread to, instead of 60 grams, it's gonna be 90. So it'll be like the net same, or like maybe it'll be like 20 calories less, but I think I'm good. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how the weight distribution is, because by Monday I'll get my average, or actually by Sunday I'll get my average, because Monday's a new week. So we'll see on Sunday how much I truly dropped, because daily weigh-ins don't mean shit. It's the weekly average. My weekly average last week was 188, so if this weekly average, I haven't touched 188 once, so my weekly average is gonna be lower, assuming these refills don't put me at 192 or some crazy shit like that. So we'll see, we'll see. I'm not gonna drop it a crazy amount if I'm dropping more than 1 pound per week, but if I'm dropping less than 1 pound per week, we're just gonna keep it steady at minus 150. That's the plan at least, and it's gonna be dropped in specifically the carbs. So I have, my carb sources are the potatoes, my pre-workout meal, which has 170 grams of diced hash brown potatoes, frozen bag, I just toast them on the thing. Literally just potatoes, and fruit and the muffin. Those are my carb sources, so those are where I can cut them out. I'll probably start cutting out fruit before I cut out the potatoes, because that potatoes kind of gives me the glycogen storage to make sure I don't feel like hyper shit while I work out, only partial shit. That's the plan. Look, it sounds like I'm a nutritionist, but I'm kind of just making shit up as I go.